Good morning, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining. Today we're going to be focusing on a vinyasa, one of the most well-known vinyasas, the classical version of the Surya Namaskar or Sun Salutations. So because it's already a really good way of connecting with the breath, our first part of the session, it will be slightly shorter today. So sit in a comfortable position and then just do a few stretches so you can feel comfortable. Deepening your breathing as you stretch so you can feel better with each movement. Good, and then we sit with the hands on the knees, bring the stomach in, making sure both hips are aligned, whether with props or without. Relax the shoulders and gently bring the chin towards the chest until you feel that lengthening from the top of the spine to the top of the crown of the head. And close your eyes. Relax the jaw. And breathe more deeply. Noticing if there is any tension anywhere in your body. And if there is, just allow these to soften as we bring some energy, some attention that should help to release, to soften. And with each inhalation, we experience some expansion. And with each exhalation, we relax. Allowing yourself to come to that long but comfortable breath. And with the next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart, pressing gently. Fingers spread, arms active, gaze up. And today we're going to be talking about both sides of the body and left and right energetic points of the body also. So as we press the palms together, we try to imagine that line that divides that right and left. The sun and the moon, the coolness and the heat in our bodies. And we start our gratitude practice. So every day choosing two things that we want to bring to our awareness. Perhaps we haven't planned it, but just it becomes very easy to find things to be grateful for the more we practice. And then we set our intentions for this practice. And if you wish, your intentions for today. Inhaling, stretch the arms all the way up, chin up, head back. And exhaling, lowering the arms all the way down. Gently rest on your lap. Relax the shoulders. Deep breath in and out. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're not going to do many stretches because actually we're going to use the first rounds as a warm-up. It's very common to use in classes, in yoga classes, the Sun Salutations as a warm-up. So gently get up of the mat to come to the top of that mat, leaving some space in front of you, about 1 palm distance apart, and then bringing the toes touching together and small space between the heels. So the knees, the ankles are nice and soft. Shoulders back and down. And we try to align the spine by bringing the pelvis forward, arms towards the sides. We're going to do a few breaths in the first round, so don't worry about the breathing yet. With the next inhalation, we're going to bring the palms together in Namaskar Mudra, pressing gently. Exhaling, and next time that we inhale, we're going to raise the palms up, and this one becomes like a back bend. So for a back bend, we want to have the knees soft and the hips forward to protect the lumbar area, and then we can look up towards the thumbs. Good, and then we're going to spread the arms shoulder width apart, palms pointing down, and we start coming into a forward fold, keeping the arms aligned with the ears at all times. Go very slowly down, very slowly. And when the hands are almost touching the mat, even if you need to bend the knees, then you bring the hands aligned with the feet. But the whole movement from up to down, the arms are still, so there's some activation on the upper body. Now, because it's probably the first forward fold, then you might feel a bit stiff, but don't worry, we'll do a few of these ones and it would feel better. Now from here, we're going to inhale and bring the right leg back. And then the left into a plank position. Good, and then we're going to bring the knees down, both at the same time. Now, when we come into this position, it's an 8-point contact with the mat. So we've got the toes tucked under, the knees, and then we're going to bring the chest and the chin, and of course the hands. So if this is challenging to come down, what we can do is from here, that is like a tabletop. From here, we're going to come all the way down, bringing the elbows and the shoulders closer to the ribs, and then lift the hips slightly higher once you're down. And then bring the chin down for now. As a variation. Good. And from there, inhaling. Allow the hips to come down on the floor, stretch the toes, and coming into Bhujangasana or Cobra pose. In Cobra pose, the strength is on the shoulders back, on the elbows, on the spine, and you should be able to lift up the hands. So we're not pressing with the hands. Good, and then from there, we tuck the toes under, lifting with the arms, and then the hips and the knees high to come into our first downward facing dog. One step forward to reduce that space, or even more. Good. Feel comfortable in your downward facing dog. Bringing the hips high. Aligning the ears and the arms. Good. And bending the knees as much as you need to. That's not that important. Trying to have the feet flat on the floor. Bringing the stomach in. Good. And then we're going to bring both knees down and sit on your heels or sit in any comfortable position. I'm going to explain the transition, which is normally the most challenging one. So from the downward facing dog, we want to come into a into Ekapada first. So what we're doing is we are bringing the right leg up, then we're bending the knee, and to be able to bring that foot all the way in between the hands, what we need to do is first open the hip higher to create more space for the movement of the leg, and then transferring the weight forward. So the whole body moves forward, and then the leg moves in the last minute. Okay, the slower we do, the more strength we need in the upper body, but I think it's important to do it slowly to get it right. And then once we've got the movement, then it becomes much easier to do so. So shall we try? From here, we come on the tabletop with the toes tucked under. Soften the elbows. Inhaling, coming onto the downward facing dog. You can do one step forward to reduce that space between hands and legs. Stomach in, and then right leg comes higher, opening the hip, bending the knee. Move the body forward first, and then the last one, the foot forward. And whatever the foot has got, if it's not right on the top, then we just use the hand to move it forward. And then we bring the back knee down, stretching the toes and looking towards the front. Feeling the stretch on the hip, making sure that there's no weight on the back knee. Breathing slowly. Good, and then tucking the toes under, lifting the knee off the floor and the hips high, so we can come into forward fold, Hasta Padasana. Forward fold. So even if the knees are bent, try to bring the chest as closer to the thighs, the head hanging freely. And then from there, we're going to bring the hips back, stretch the arms, palms facing each other. And again, the arms stay there as we come all the way up, inhaling, bringing the palms together, hips forward, Urdhva Hasta, and then exhaling, lowering the arms through the center, all the way down towards the heart center. Namaskarasana, and then Tadasana, arms to the sides. So when we bring the hands to the side, the arms are quite active with the fingers spread. Shoulders down. Okay, so we're going to do the left side now. So inhaling, bring the palms together. And exhaling. Inhaling, raising up, bring the hips forward. Good, and then open the arms, align the arms first, and then bring the hips towards the back. Start coming onto the forward fold, Hasta Padasana. Hands align with the feet, soften the knees. Good, and then the left leg comes back. We bring the knee down and stretch the toes. The knee goes onto the armpit and try to align ankle and knee. So the knee doesn't go over the ankle to protect the joints and to stretch even more the hips in a safe place, from a safe place. Good, and then tuck the toes under, lifting the knee, the hips high, and then coming into our plank pose. Good, and then both knees down. Sashtanga Namaskarasana, bringing yourself down, whether completely or with the hips already high. If you go completely down, then lift up the hips to curve the spine. Now, next inhalation, coming into Cobra pose, legs active, glutes active, back also very strong. And then push with the arms, coming on to downward facing dog. One step forward, stomach in, breathe slowly. Good, and then from there, the left leg comes up, the hip higher, the body weight towards the front, and last thing, the foot moves forward in between the hands or towards it. Good, and then move it whatever you need to. Bring the knee down, stretch the toes, look into the front. Good, and then tuck the toes under, lifting the hip high, coming into Hasta Padasana, forward fold. And then bring the hips back, straighten the arms, palms facing each other. Inhaling, coming up. Urdhva Hastasana, hips forward, shoulders down, gazing up. Exhaling, hands through the middle, towards the heart center. Namaskarasana, and Tadasana. Good. So we're going to do it now with the breathing. So I would be reminding you all the time about the breathing, but basically is each movement one breath. Apart from Namaskarasana mudra, that we do 2 breaths, inhaling and exhaling. And when we are in the plank position, that we come into this 8-pointed contact with the mat, then we do a full exhalation from the plank to this one. So it's 2 movements, 1 breath. And then we come into Cobra, inhaling. But we'll see it as we practice it. Let's try to keep the breath nice and long and follow the practice as well as you can. Relax the shoulders, the knees, arms to the sides to start in Tadasana. And inhaling, bring the palms together. Exhale. Inhaling, raising up, hips forward, look up. Open the arms, exhaling, forward fold, Hasta Padasana. Inhaling, bring the right leg back. Bring the knee down, point with the toes. Good, and then tuck the toes under, lifting up, coming into our plank, exhaling, and on the same exhalation, both knees down. And come down, Surya Namaskar. Inhaling, Cobra. Good, exhaling, downward facing dog. 1 step forward. Good, and then from there, inhaling, right leg forward, knee down, toes pointing, looking to the front. Tucking the toes under, lifting up, and forward fold, exhaling. Bending the knees, inhaling, bring the arms forward, coming all the way up, palms together. And exhaling, lowering down towards the heart center, stomach in, and Tadasana. Okay, now we do the left side. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, raising up. Exhaling, open the arms, forward fold. Inhaling, bringing the left leg back, knee down, Ekapada, looking to the front. Tucking the toes under and plank, exhaling, knees down and chest, chin. Inhaling, coming into Cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. 1 step forward. Inhaling, bringing the left leg forward, knee down, pointing the toes. Good, and then exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, stretch the arms, come all the way up. And exhaling, lowering down, hands through the heart center. And Tadasana. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do 1 more in both sides. Bring the big toes touching, soften the knees, focus on the spine, nice and aligned, good grounding. Inhaling. And exhale. Next inhalation, raising up. Exhaling, opening the arms, forward fold. Hasta Padasana. Inhaling, bring the right leg back, knee down, toes pointing, looking to the front. Tuck the toes under, lifting up, exhaling, plank, and Sashtanga Namaskar. Inhaling, coming up to Cobra, strong arms. Exhaling, downward facing dog, 1 step forward. Inhaling, raising the right leg forward. knee down, ekapada. And bring yourself into a forward fold. Exhale. And stretching the arms, inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, lowering down. And Tadasana. Good, and then the left side, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling up. Follow the rhythm of your breath, exhaling down. Inhaling, left leg back, ekapada, knee down, stretch the toes. Look to the front. Take the toes under, coming into plank, exhaling. Keep exhaling. Sashtanga Namaskar. Inhaling, coming up to Cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, bringing the right leg forward. Ekapada, stretch, look to the front, and then all the way forward. Exhaling. Inhaling, stretch the arms, come all the way up, and exhaling, lowering down. Namaskarasana and Tadasana. Inhaling, Namaskarasana, and exhaling. Inhaling up, hips forward, open the arms, exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, left leg back, ekapada, looking to the front. Exhaling, plank, Sashtanga. Inhaling, Cobra. Good, and exhaling, downward facing dog. One step forward. Inhaling, left leg forward, knee down, stretch the toes, look to the front. And exhaling, forward fold. Stretch the arms, inhaling, coming up, hips forward. Exhaling, lowering down, Namaskarasana, and to the sides, Tadasana. Well done. Now open the legs wider, about shoulder width apart. Hold the wrist with the other hand. Close your eyes. Bring the gaze up. Keep the grounding with your toes, with your feet. The knees are soft. And feel the beautiful changes in your body. Feel the heat. Perhaps you can feel a difference in the way you're breathing. And then gently, with a few blinks, open your eyes, release the hands. And when you can, move to get your blanket, even though it's warm probably, but it's even more important when the body is warm to keep that heat for as long as we can, so the body can adapt to those changes. Well done for your practice. Stretch the legs, stretch the arms. Close your eyes. Bring the gaze up. The jaw relaxed. Your body completely surrendered. Your awareness to your breathing. Perhaps noticing that this breathing is still quite long. Feeling the strength of your heartbeat. Being grateful for your body, for your strength, for the beats of your heart. And then allow your breathing to become free. So you can free up your body from all the tensions, from any holdings. And then gently start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Lengthening your breath. Inhale and bring the feet together. Bending one knee at a time, lengthening the spine. Keeping your eyes closed. And rolling towards the right side or left one if you had low blood pressure. Just a couple of breaths there on your side. With the next inhalation, use your arms to bring you to a sitting position with the legs crossed, the hands on the lap, spine uplifted, gaze up. Inhaling and bringing the palms together at the level of the heart. Pressing gently. And we're going to sing one arm as a way of union. So when you're ready, inhale deeply. Inhale, exhale. And keeping the palms together, bringing in the thumb towards the third eye with the right thoughts. Inhale and bringing the thumbs towards the mouth for the right word, the right saying, and exhale. And inhale and bring them closer to the heart center for the right feelings and compassion, and exhale. And with a few things, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed the session, whether it was the first time or as a reminder for the Sun Salutation. Have a lovely weekend. I will be uploading a video each day.